The Big Bang Theory universe just got a whole lot bigger, and fans can't stop talking about it. Warner Bros. And Chuck Lorre Productions have officially announced the title of the long-rumored Big Bang Theory spin-off, sending shockwaves through the fandom. The series, set to premiere in 2026 on Max, will be called Soft Kitty: The Amy Chronicles. And just like that, the internet is ablaze. The Amy Farrah Fowler era begins. For years, whispers of a second Big Bang Theory spin-off followed the massive success of Young Sheldon. But the reveal of Amy Farrah Fowler as the central character has split the fandom down the middle. Portrayed by the brilliant Mayim Bialik, Amy entered the original show in Season 3 and quickly transformed from a socially awkward neurobiologist into a fan favorite, especially after her touching, quirky romance with Sheldon Cooper blossomed into one of the show's emotional cores. But not everyone thinks she's the right choice for a solo spotlight. On X, formerly Twitter, #AmyChronicles trended for 2 straight days, with reactions ranging from, "Finally! She deserves this," to, "Why not Raj or Howard?" A spin-off nobody saw coming. The title Soft Kitty: The Amy Chronicles raised more than a few eyebrows. For casual viewers, it might feel like a curious choice, but longtime fans know the significance. Soft Kitty was Sheldon's comfort song, sung by Amy multiple times throughout the series. The fact that it headlines the spin-off suggests the series may lean into emotional depth, nostalgia, and perhaps even a touch of melancholy. According to early production notes, Soft Kitty will follow Amy's life after Sheldon wins the Nobel Prize, chronicling her attempts to balance her groundbreaking work in neuroscience with raising their children, yes, plural, while living under the shadow of a genius husband who may or may not make regular cameos. But the tone, reportedly a mix between Fleabag, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and The Big Bang Theory. Think neurobiology meets existential dread, with a laugh track. What fans are saying. In fan forums and Reddit threads, the opinions are split like a Schrödinger cat box. Amy was always one of the most emotionally rich characters, one Redditor posted. This is going to explore the layers we never got to see in TBBT. Others aren't convinced. No offense to Amy, but I'd rather watch the Wolowitzes or Raj in space, another user quipped. We've had enough neurotics. Give us the comedy of someone who owns a turtleneck collection and still manages to be cool. There's also a growing movement of fans rallying behind the idea of a penny-scented spin-off. Some argue Kaylee Cuoco's post-TBBT career, Hello, the flight attendant, proves she's got the star power to headline a show. Why Amy? Sources close to the production suggest that Mayim Bialik was always open to reprising her role, but only if the story moved beyond the usual sitcom formula. With Chuck Lorre on board as an executive producer, and a writer's room that includes several names from Young Sheldon, the new show is being pitched as intellectual comedy with heart. Bialik herself weighed in during a recent podcast appearance. Amy has more to say. She's a woman in science, a mother, a partner to someone brilliant and complicated. I want to explore what it means to be all of that, and still sing, Soft Kitty, to yourself when the world gets too loud. Where are the others? The announcement has fans also wondering, will other beloved characters return? Jim Parsons, who continues to narrate Young Sheldon, has reportedly agreed to appear in select flashbacks or video calls. Simon Helberg and Kunal Nair have expressed interest, depending on the storyline, but nothing is confirmed. And then there's Leonard and Penny. Johnny Galecki has kept a relatively low profile since the show ended, but insiders say the door is open for guest appearances. Kaylee Cuoco, she's currently booked and busy, but that hasn't stopped the speculation. A new type of nerd show. Unlike the original Big Bang Theory, which often leaned on geek culture for laughs, remember the rock paper scissors lizard Spock tournament, Soft Kitty seems poised to dig deeper. There's talk of storylines involving gender disparity in STEM, navigating academia as a parent, and even the mental health struggles of highly intelligent people. But fear not, there will still be awkward encounters, quirky colleagues, and the occasional cosplay-themed PTA meeting. It's unclear if the series will follow a multi-camera setup like its predecessor or lean more into single-camera dramedy. One thing's for sure, it won't be a carbon copy. Is the magic still there? Critics and longtime viewers alike are asking, can lightning strike twice? The Big Bang Theory ran for 12 seasons and became one of the most-watched shows in television history. Its spin-off Young Sheldon fared well, blending comedy with unexpected emotional depth. But a third installment, especially one focused on a less universally beloved character, is a risky move. TV analyst Rebecca Langston puts it this way: "It's the Marvel effect. When you build a universe this rich, every character becomes a potential franchise. But whether Amy can carry a show on her own is the $100 million question." What to expect next? Filming is slated to begin this fall in Los Angeles, with a pilot episode reportedly titled The Maternal Hypothesis. Leaked casting calls hint at new characters, including a rival neuroscientist, Amy and Sheldon's precocious twins, one described as Sheldon in a tutu, and a neighbor who thinks the Earth is flat. The show will also feature callbacks to classic Big Bang moments, with Amy's harp making a comeback, and a reimagined version of the theme song being composed by a mystery indie band. As for the fans, they'll just have to wait, debate, and maybe rewatch a few Big Bang episodes while arguing whether or not Amy deserves this spotlight. One thing's for sure, whether you're Team Amy or not, the Big Bang is far from over. Want a different spin or a specific tone, funny, dramatic, speculative? I can tweak this piece or add a mock fan reaction section if you'd like.